What's up, y'all? I decided to make this video after I just seen another video, right? That just like kind of reminded me to make this. So, it's certain individuals that like to be condescending, right? When you're talking to them, it's certain individuals that like to go in echo chambers, right? Like they don't like have a real sense of reality, like to how what you say has an effect, right? Or they just don't care. Like they know, but they just don't care, right? So it's already known that what you say can do different things, right? Because everyone at this point in age should know what word of mouth is, right? You can get businesses up off of the ground through word of mouth. Now, if you don't like what people is doing, as long as I'm all for people doing their own thing, as long as you're not harming anyone else. You get what I'm saying? And so, with that being said, like you could always find your group of people, but it's certain things like whether you like people or not, just to be able to communicate with people, to actually talk and have a dialogue, and it not go further than what it needs to go, or you at least convey your issues. You get what I'm saying? And the individual actually reciprocate what it is you're trying to tell them. Like they're actually trying to get what you're trying to tell them. But that's why that old saying of out of sight, out of mind. Sometimes it's not an out of sight, out of mind thing. It's just people are so self-absorbed, hence to the reason as to why they go into echo chambers that have a bunch of individuals that don't do anything but enable each other. This is the reason as to why they do that. And it will even hit for individuals who call themselves highly intelligent. It is something that I remember being told and getting at a young age. It is the worst thing, one of the worst things, to be a highly intelligent retard. Highly intelligently stupid. You get what I'm saying? And this is in no way targeting, people with disabilities. So I don't even want to hear that argument. For the last individual that brought up that argument when I used that word is so weird. It was a deflect, really. But yeah. Okay. So why is it at this grown age you think that everybody is supposed to cater to this delusional sense of reality that you have created in your mind, that you think that people are supposed to react to? Again, mind you, I said it's different when you're cause and effect on someone's safety, someone's life, or their livelihood. This is majority of the time comes from word of mouth, right? Their credibility is through word of mouth. Like when people go and they gather all these different documents and they say, "Oh well, you documented doing this," it's through word of mouth majority of the time, and it does not always mean that all of the facts are there. And that's just the facts of it. But this is the thing: it's so many people who are on social media now, and what did they call them at one point? Keyboard thugs or cyberbullying. But this is not to deflect from the fact that people try to do this in real life. This is why they try to belittle you. This is why they try to deflect. This is why they're condescending. And this is why they group up with certain individuals that are mentally stagnated to be individuals and do anything outside of this specific group, because when I'm ready to do something, the group better dang on jump, otherwise it's gonna be consequences. That is the reality that y'all have said. But at the same time, when consequences come to you, you want to hoop and holler like the whole world done did you wrong. But you don't want to take accountability of your actions and how it played a part in you getting yourself to that point. It's many different individuals that will catch a stray, you know, how can I say this? Crossfire from it. You get what I'm saying? They just getting the line, hitting the line of crossfire. It's many different individuals that don't care when they feel like, oh, it's something that they want. They don't care about the so-called individuals that got hit in the process. They don't care how it's affected you and how the effects build up. It's some individuals that will even turn it when they start to notice, oh, okay, well, you did get caught up. You had nothing to do with it. Oh, how can I turn this into something else that benefits me? I just saw a video, right? And this was after I had already said I was going to make this video because I went into a live. And the people were being condescending. And it's so many individuals that deflect other people's problems. Again, if they're not your problems and you haven't lived them and you really don't care, you just care about your problem, say that. But do not try to minimize the issues that affects people's other individuals every day-to-day lives, how it harms them or harms their family or harms their safety or harms their finances or harms their stability. If they're not hurting anyone, they're good people, you know what I'm saying? Why do you keep bothering them? This is one of the reasons why I was always a loner growing up. And I was cool with the thought of being to myself and not feeling like I had to belong to a certain specific group because I did not want to be delusional in any way. You get what I'm saying? So deluded to where I don't even realize when I done stepped in some mess that I done created and now I'm not fixing. I've always been taught to clean up as you go or fix or be mindful or be respectful or be mature enough to realize when you're creating a problem as you go so that it does not become a problem later on. And it's a lot of individuals that have not reached that level of maturity or self-respect. Because even you talking about how things can become major and affect the group that you're with. You get what I'm saying? And it's a lot of individuals. They'll cling to different little titles and groups just to deflect what they know they're doing wrong. They don't care about what the group is doing. They don't care about what the group was for. They don't care. They just want to be able to utilize for own selfish gains, right? And so I see a lot of that being done, you know, and I always, like I said, try to stay away from it. And it's crazy because y'all have filled these individuals with the process of it's not a problem if they are in people's face 24/7. Like, it's problematic if you're trying to create a safe place or you're trying to be positive and someone else is keep coming in your face. It's problematic. But at the same time, again, y'all need to stop doing things that you know you're going to have consequences for. And how are you when there's an individual that's not the problematic one? Y'all are ready to throw them up under, you know, whatever bus, truck, whatever have you. You get what I'm saying? But then when there's people with real issues, y'all ignore them. Y'all don't work as hard. Y'all don't care as much. So where's the disconnect? And it's not just a one community thing. I just want to make that very known. But is anyone else notice that? All right, bye y'all.